Get a load of this one. 3rd month, 1983 HJ47. And Kel the cowboy, owns this one. She's all the way from Bow Desert, and it's about to make its way to England. Now Kel is an Aussie. He breaks horses, he shoes horses, he's from the country, he owns this vehicle, but for many years now, he's worked in England. Now he's over there on a horse stud, doing his thing, cracking the whip and all that kind of stuff. And he wants his vehicle. Man's got a bit lonely without his 47 over there. So this one is in Mr. Landcruiser to get a lot of work done, just preparation, so it's turnkey, ready to go when he's over there. And there's a lot going on. Even when it leaves here, there's a lot. I'll go under the bonnet. There's a lot of plumbing left to do to get this one finished. So it's leaving us and heading to Whistle and Soot. Now that's its next little journey. But I guess the first thing is I might kick her in the gut and see if you can hear and guess what engine's running under this one, because it's not the 2H anymore. So have a listen. Oh yeah, you can tell it's a diesel. You guessed it right, it's a 12HT, the power horse. And so, Kel bought this as a 2H, but I'm sure the story goes that he's had a 60 series, and he said to a few mates he wants to dump the 12HT in there, and he went off, broke a horse in, did some stuff in a paddock, came back, and his mates had the 12HT and the 5-speed all plumbed up. Now he's been using it, and the power steer, 60 series power steer, all plumbed up, but it needed a little tickle just to tick a few boxes and get it ready for England after spending a few years at Bow Desert. So I lift the bonnet and have a look what's going on and what needs to be done. Okay, the engine. I can't wait to see the look on the faces of the English when they see the emissions coming out of this thing, because she ballasts some smoke. Good luck getting it roadworthy and registered in England. That's something for Kel to do, but I'll tell you what, this is a beauty. So the 12HT, a lot of guys know this. If you don't, it is the 2H block. So it's the easiest of conversions. There's still a lot to be done, but it's one of the easier ones when you get your parts right. There's a lot goes into it, but as you can see with this one, that's got to go. So no one wants a bloody pod filter. I don't even know how legal that thing is. So we've got the double stacks, and that's why this one's on its journey to Whistle and Soot right now. So Harley, the mastermind behind all the custom work and R&D down there, is going to re-plumb this one up and get both snorkels hooked up. I believe the snorkels were Bow Desert exhaust, being from Bow Desert, but now it's time to hand it over to Harley, the professionals, to actually finish the job. Underneath, she's pretty stocko standard. It does have the compressor. It's all taped up for future use, so no doubt he doesn't need to keep it cool in England. Maybe he'll have endless air or something. For us, we've tidied a few things up here. We've dealt with the cooling, beg my pardon, and the power steer. The power steer was a bit homemade. We put just things like a brand new collapsible shaft in there, and tidied that up, rebuilt the pump, just done a lot of consolidating, but we've actually gone right through this car. So ready to go. The exterior, well, you've noticed the double snorkel. You would have seen the smoke bellowing out of the thing when I turned the key, so she's double stacked as well. And it's got that real country feel. The big old farm gate, it's all steel. It'll snap a skippy in half. Old school spotlights. There's some air horns hidden up underneath here in the bull bar. And the drop side, it's all steel canopy, and it's going to keep a lot of saddles and stuff in there. And back there is where we've kept a battery as well, just to keep some things out of the road and utilise some unused space in the back. It's also got his aerials up the front. It's got his UHFs inside. Let's go and take a look at inside this vehicle. It's just as much a beast inside. Oh, don't you love it in here? It's rough and ready, but it's well maintained. But it's just got a country feel about it. You got your Cobra hat rack up above. The console, it's a parcel shelf, but it's also got two very old school UHF radios up there, and that also houses the Pioneer stereo. Down a bit lower, I don't know what the seat's out of his bracketry, but it sits you really high, and look at the height of the steering wheel. This it's not the normal setup. I've driven this on the highway. Me and my daughter went for a ride in it. I took her to school, and it's actually quite nice. I don't know about four-wheel driving. It's a bit cramped, but it was really, really nice on the highway. Having the power steer is something else as well. I've already mentioned the 5-speed. A couple little custom things you've got to check out. We'll do a cutaway of the door grab handle and the speaker itself. She's pretty wild, but it ticks boxes and it just works. This is a, you know, I've said it a million times, some of these custom jobbies, they have a lot of character. They're my more favourite types of 47s. The guys that use them, the dailies, a lot of character. The dash, it's all original. Everything's original. Even the stereo is still there from 1983. Looking great. The vinyl floor, 1983, still looking great. So someone's really looked after this, previous owners. Now, I don't know how many owners this one's had, but the important thing is Kel's bringing it home to England. Okay, now underneath the suspension is a Tough Dog. I noticed it already was on there, the Tough Dog leafs and the Tough Dog shocks are already on there. And look at it, it gives it quite, I'm 6 foot tall. This beast has got some stance about it. He's definitely going the trucky look with the stacks, the amount of lights that are on this thing, and the guards. It's really, really got a look about it. Also, we get asked about wheels a lot. You'll notice these are the Sunraiser, they're the chrome ones. They're a Neg 44. They're quite deep, big ass tyre, running some Yokohama all-terrains on there. Ready for the black ice in England. And so I'm gonna stop talking. The tow truck driver's here right now. This one's going to Toowoomba to Whistle and Soot tonight to get its next stage of loving, and then Kel, she's coming home to England. HJ47 83.